Greetings, everybody. Welcome back. We're doing a fourth episode of In Popular Demand, the show where we hate watch Hillary Clinton, and we try and make it more palatable. Palatable? What's the word I'm looking
Palatable.
for? Palatable.
Palatable.
Yeah.
She
Because-
pallets by the pallet store.
Because it's unwatchable, but if we keep the volume real low and talk over most of it, then you can somewhat get through it.
I think we have to put the volume slightly higher though. I was listening back the last episode and I think it was too low. So people can't hear it. So it has to be a little bit louder so they can hear it. Otherwise it's just awkward because it's just us sitting quietly watching it and other people confused.
I feel like we're doing Hillary a favor. Like, if anything, the producers should be thanking us for making the show. Like, the fact that you can't even hear it other than when we comment on it, I feel like that actually gives it more context than the way it is initially cut together.
And we'd like to thank our sponsor for this episode of Hate Watch, the Democratic National Committee, dnc.org.
Hey, I'll take their money if they want to reach out. All right, so what do you got going on in your world? What's going on?
Dude.
Cooking in Lions of Liberty Land.
Well, Lions of Liberty Land is cooking fine. We're doing we're switching to Spotify, which is weird, but it's always funny though. And this is behind the scenes shit. I won't talk too much about it. But anytime you switch a podcast feed from one publisher to another one, it's always an annoyance. So we're dealing with that. But I wanted to tell you that I became the mayor of Hawthorne today. Oh, and also I'm drinking the Wild Turkey Rare.
It's great, right?
It's good. It gives you a little bit of heartburn, but I don't mind it because it means I'm getting drunker faster.
You just need actually, I'm not on ice, but I think an ice cube will temper that.
Does it? I always drink neat. I'm a neat man.
I like ice cubes, but sometimes I'm too lazy for ice, so I don't currently have any ice.
I like my liquor like my ladies, warm.
There you go.
Beware a man that doesn't like his women warm, by the way.
It just needs to be slippery. You can be dead as long as it's slippery. As long as someone's greased it up. I just don't like it dry. Warm is not the more important of the variables, especially if you're wearing a rubber. It's like the heat. The heat's not adding that much to the equation as much as it just not being dry.
Yeah, the dryness is bad. Is that?
And
true?
I can work with dry. Don't get me wrong. I'll get through the animal balloon sounds and pretend like everyone's having fun.
Well, that's why people think Robbie the fire is from you like spitting fire, but no, the fire is from Robbie fucking old women's dry vaginas and then actually catching on fire.
Yeah,
that's why it's like rubbing two sticks together in the wilderness. And you'd be awesome on Naked and Afraid because you would just be able to dry fuck somebody to start a fire, and you don't have to bring the flint.
Wouldn't it be great if in the first episode of one of those they get together and a guy actually convinces a lady that they can make a fire that way, and then they have sex, and then he's like, all right, I quit.
Oh, that'd be the best. Oh my god, it's so funny. It's like, look, we have to stay together to be warm, and he just slides it in, and then he's like, I'm out.
Peace. And like we just got here, like, nah, we're good. I did it.
That would be so
Get me the
funny.
fuck out of this jungle.
Oh my god, I'm gonna be a legend forever.
Now, do you think if that happened, would it make it to air?
No, because every guy would be applying to do just that. You know, guys with no what's it, QPR or like whatever they call it, like the survival rating. The guys with zero survival rating be like, I just get me on the show, man. I know the tactic now. I would love also if somebody just was like, it just started off like, look, we're both going to be gross and spewing diarrhea, so let's just fuck now and get it done. Like just.
That's not a bad strategy.
Strong pitch.
It's not. The problem is women don't think that way.
I know they're not logical. They're not practical.
Yeah, but that's a great pitch of like, listen, in 5 or 6 days from now, you're going to have grown attached to me, and you're going to want to have sex, and it's going to be really gross, because we will have been out here, it's going to smell, so let's just do it now. Let's do it while we're fresh and tidy.
Let's do it before you become a yeast monster. Nobody wants that.
I used to have a joke, I don't tell it anymore, I haven't told it in a bunch of years, but it was about, like, that it's dangerous hanging out with women that are, like, cooler than you are. And what I was talking about, and I've had this experience not in a while because I'm more normal and I hang out with people that are more normal.
I thought you were just gonna say you don't really hang out with women anymore.
Well, that might be accurate too. I just stay home and podcast and pretend like this is a life. No, but it was about like when you're done. I think there's a stereotype of a man feeding drinks to a lady, what Joe Jorgensen was describing of Dave Smith's strategy for getting laid. I've had the opposite where like a lady wants to stay out drinking and like you're done, but you're hanging out in the pocket to get laid, but it's like beyond the point of reasonable drinking. And I'm like describing what my joke was about without any of the lines, but it was essentially about like, I know where this is going. Like, we're not going to be able to have sex if we continue drinking, and we're going to try. So like, let's just call it a night. I don't know why I brought this up.
Though. That's interesting. See, I in a different way, because that is funny. Like, say, like we're not going to have sex because we've been drinking too much. I've never had that thought, by the way. Never in my life. Well, it's like, hey, we'll make it work. We'll have it. We'll make it
right.
Work. But I will say that mentality of like having to stay out, like that's the only reason I'm glad I'm married. The only reason, because having to go through that.
I don't have that anymore. I don't have that anymore. Awful. I just would leave. I would not like. Yeah, it's just not. I don't know. I have not been stuck in that situation in 6 or 7 years.
Have you ever had a surefire chick that you could have sex with that you just left because she was too annoying and not worth the effort? Because there was one chick. She was literally this is a true story. A chick that I knew and had been with before,
right?
Who was a queen, a beauty queen of a state. Like, she was that good looking, but she was so annoying that she was all over it. I was like, I just can't. I was like, I talked to my friend. I just left the bar because she was so annoying. I couldn't deal with her.
100%. I actually have that. I need to like you. Now I can break the rules on that if I don't know you and we're drinking, like, then I like you because I'm hammered and I don't know you. You know what I mean? But like, if I've already done that once and I know I don't like you, I can't be around you.
That was what it was. Yeah. That was what it was. I was like, I have learned that I dislike you, and now it's just, you can't talk yourself into it.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel good. You're like, it's just, I don't know. So yes, the answer is I've definitely hung out with people and then realized I didn't like them, and then it's like, then it's weird. It's like, what am I going to try and spend time with someone that I don't like? Right. And then it like, and also I'm not good at, I think other people are better at being mean than I am, where you'll be like, yo, I'll come over and bang you and leave. Like, I'm not that I'll be like, shit, I got to take this person out for dinner now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I start being really nice, and then I leave, and then I complain to other people that I was nice to that person, where I was like, what am I? So, I know, I'm more like, I did not have you around. That's more my mentality.
Well, while we're talking about ladies, I don't know if you noticed this, Rob, but number one, a lady watched our Hatewatch episode recently.
Which called us not gay, which I think that was a win.
Well, let's not skip forward. Number one, ladies, we don't need you fucking up our ratio. Stop watching our show. You're married. Advertising base. We have an advertising base. We need to read with sheath underwear.
Promo code RYM, 20% off.
And dick pills, and you're fucking up the ratio. So
wait, you have a dick pill sponsor?
No, I'll take one though.
I would love it.
I'll take sheath if you want to refer them to me. I don't like sheath though.
Ooh, no, bold words.
I take it back.
Dick's too big for it?
Dude, it's weird, man. It rubs on the base of my cock. I don't know. It's uncomfortable.
You know, you can just wear them as briefs. You don't have to. You don't have to plunge into the hole.
If I'm gonna just wear them as briefs, well, whatever. They're your sponsor. But yes, this woman throwing off our ratio, and then says that we are kind of gay for doing pop culture breakdowns.
Okay.
I mean, you know, my response to that is, if doing pop culture breakdowns is gay, well then so is my stalking, murdering, and eating several gay men.
I just responded that we are gay. What are you talking about? Kinda gay. That's our whole thing.
We'd be the worst gays, though. You can't have two bald gays. Not together. I mean, you just look like
You need something to balance out. You can't be this masculine and broy gay. It just doesn't work.
We'd both like. Remember when George Costanza on Seinfeld wanted to rub his head in oil and then rub it over someone's body? That's just us, but in a circle, trying to rub our bald heads on each other's asses, like going in a circle because we can't reach it, around and around, like Curly and the fucking Three Stooges running around the floor.
I like that the Run Your Mouth fans are coming, and they're letting. Yeah, well, that too. They jerk off to our pretty faces, but they're letting everyone know that sheath is, in fact, the most comfortable underwear in existence.
You know what? I will acknowledge that fact if they sponsor Lions of Liberty.
There you go.
Until that point comes, they chase the base of my giant cock.
I think we have to get you a better pair. I'm not sure what you were wearing. I feel like maybe you ended up with unsanctioned sheath underwear from a discount sheath supplier that wasn't sheath in all of its glory. Because prior to sheaths, I was not a briefs guy. I like letting them hang loose. I wore boxers, but I didn't like briefs. But I do enjoy sheath, particularly for exercise.
My particulature are separated from my disculature.
We'll get you a better pair of sheaths. I'm not sure which ones you were that you weren't vibing with. They got different lines and models, and I'm sure.
Are you gonna fly out and fit me?
Yes.
Do you come out and pump the balls in the cock? You're like, all right, you seem like a medium. You pull my dick and my balls apart. You're like,
No, before we do our epic cum race, I'll pretend like I'm fitting you. And what I'll do is I'll get something that contracts on the nuts to ensure that I can pull ahead.
to fill you all in. We talk about cum, but fill you all in. When Robbie was here at my house for the porch tour in LA, we decided that we have to do a cum race where we're both going to come in a cup and find out whose sperm are more.
No, we're gonna build an actual course so that we can like.
Oh yeah. We're not gonna make it easy for them. No, it's not gonna be easy. And I think we should put some beta fish in there too. So there's something hunting the cum.
Oh, like a Pac-Man type course.
Yeah. And then they're like, it'd be great. I don't know what we do for like the power-ups to make the sperm super strong.
Do you think, maybe you could get like a current type thing going that can like move the cum along in spots. Like,
did we just come up with a cure for infertility, which is just like blowing into, like somebody comes in a chick and we just blow into it like a Nintendo cartridge. Like,
ooh, not bad. Maybe
and we just go.
No, you can maybe get like a tube. You could probably get like a tube type thing that you put in there. We could at least just sell it and pretend like it works. Maybe make some Jew money.
During COVID, they were selling cards people were wearing around their necks that were.
They were selling masks.
We're canceled. Pull it down on YouTube right now. Oh, by the way, I see your YouTube strike champion. By the way, Lions of Liberty also struck from YouTube for 10 days because of something I said on an episode 4 months ago. I have no fucking clue.
Oh, I find that they don't usually strike for things down the archive. It's usually only fresh things.
Nope. Not for good old Lions of Liberty. No, we never get strikes on fresh shit. It's all old crap that they've found. They dig it up and they strike us. So we're on Rumble. Go follow us on Rumble, and
you gotta get on Odyssey.
Yeah, we're on Odyssey too. But here's the best part, right? Like you can challenge it and be like, hey, can you review this? Like, hey, this is bullshit. We've never gotten any notification. I go in there, it says you're banned from posting, and it said review denied. So,
and you hadn't even put in a review?
No.
Oh, interesting.
No, just fuck you. Just fuck you, Lions of Liberty. Fuck your butts.
Did you find? I find that my strikes seem to come when the content is picking up momentum. So it's like it almost seems like the algorithm notices that you're getting over a threshold of audience views and new viewers checking out the channel, and then I'll get a strike, which basically just cools the channel.
That's very, very possible. Probably probable.
Yeah,
what's happening.
I can't say it for a fact, but all right. Anything else going on in your world? I don't know. We just did 15 minutes on cum for no particular reason.
That's 15 minutes too little. I became the mayor of Hawthorne.
Wait, so Hawthorne is what, a district?
That's my town I live in. It's my city within LA County. I went to watch the Eagles game today at a bar right down the street from me, a block away, and there was a dude just high off his fucking ass on shrooms. Good for him. Beyond fucked up. But I convinced him that I was the mayor of Hawthorne, to the point where he was apologizing to me that he had not voted, asking me when the next election is, promising me that he was going to vote for me, and then thanking me for my community service. So, I'm the mayor of Hawthorne.
That doesn't actually make you the mayor of Hawthorne. That just means
doesn't it though?
You're saying
who actually knows who the mayor of? Do you know? Well, you're in a big city. In a small city, do these people know who the mayor is?
I didn't know that small districts of bigger cities even had their own mayors.
Oh, I'm Robbie. I live in New York City.
I don't.
I live in mayors. Do you guys have city buses? I can't believe the world outside of my big city.
I live in Stamford, Connecticut, which has a mayor, but I don't think
I thought you were in New York.
No, but I don't think the Bronx has its own mayor. I don't think Brooklyn has its own mayor. It's just one mayor for New York.
Those are neighborhoods, though. Those are boroughs.
Hawthorne's not considered I thought Hawthorne's a part of L.A.
It's a part of L.A. County, but it's its own city.
I don't get the way L.A. works.
Yeah, it's weird, man. Hawthorne's got it's a city, like the city of Beverly Hills, but it's in LA County. So LA County can put for COVID example, right?
Right.
LA County was going to do mask mandate bullshit again. And the city of Beverly Hills went, go fuck your mother.
Right.
And the city of Hawthorne was like, go fuck your father. And then the LA County went, you know what? Never mind. So you still have that ability.
So, I really didn't understand this when I was doing the show by you, and I think you were trying to explain it to me. Because I just figured that L.A. is like New York, and all these sub-things were like Bronx, Brooklyn, but I guess everyone considers their own, each one's its own city.
Yeah, they have their own mayors and their own,
So then why do you even have L.A. County? What is that, just be the state of California?
Money and power, dude. That's why. That's the only reason why anything exists. Money and power.
Does LA County have an additional mayor?
LA County doesn't have a mayor. There's a mayor of Los Angeles. LA County has its own.
So Los Angeles is
who are elected dictators, but not a mayor. There's a mayor of Los Angeles,
right?
But that's only LA City, and then there's the board of supervisors who oversees LA County. And they are also ass clowns. All
right, we're being more boring than Hillary Clinton right now.
This is very boring. Yeah. Let's celebrate. St. Michael said, "Hooray! Hatewatch is officially not gay." Number one, Michael. Let's
jump to conclusions.
We don't know. Yeah, we don't know yet where this could go. Robbie and I's relationship is evolving.
That's true.
And I just saw, by the way, good news that a judge recently ruled that polygamous relationships of more than two people also have the same protections as marriages. So if you and I bring in some hot chick and I guess my wife wouldn't be happy, but let's just say theoretically I just want to bang.
I can watch.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. I don't need to get it. I can watch. I can work with that.
This is dynamite. So we just get all the tax benefits. You chip it on the rent. You just watch
right.
the quarter. This is great.
So where is this that you can polygamize people?
I can't remember. I just saw it randomly pop up
because it's a nice
PayPal bullshit. You're brought.
It's not a bad pitch to wife to be like, hey, we're gonna bring another girlfriend into this, but she's gonna chip in on rent and she's gonna get some health benefits that she's gonna pay us back for. That's not bad.
Yeah,
it's you said that we needed some more money around here, so I might as well. I've been wasting all the money on dates with this other chick. If either of us were that cool. All right, so
OnlyFans. That's where the money goes.
PayPal story came and went pretty quickly. Apparently, they said that they were. I guess if they tracked you down as being a purveyor of misinformation, they were going to fine your account $2,500 because of the administrative costs of having to register the fact that you were a purveyor of misinformation, which was bad for the PayPal name. And within 24 hours, because this story, actually hit the meat, like people were like, "What the fuck is this?" So they go and, "Oh, that was a mistake. It wasn't a mistake. They clearly wanted to do it. Clearly, the press was bad enough that they went, okay, that was bad. That was bad. So we're going to pretend like we were never looking to do so." Yep. So I'll pause here so that you can take a moment and weigh in.
Dude, you nailed it, right? And I tweeted this out as well. The point is, I don't give a fuck if they retracted it. The fact that they were considering this, even if they didn't do it, the fact that they were considering this tells you all you need to know about PayPal and how fucking absolutely morally bankrupt they are, how they're totally dialed into ESG bullshit to complete censorship and control. Like, this is poisonous garbage, and it's just stealing from people. Like, I understand, I don't care, you're a private company, you can't take people's fucking money away and say that's administrative cost. $2,500 administrative cost?
Yeah, that's wild.
How? Like, that's the most ridiculous way I've ever seen to justify.
Also, evil. Can you imagine not getting notice about that? Like, I read the news every day, so I saw it instantly, and I was like, I got to go close out my account. By the way, wasn't easy to do. I spent like a full hour trying to get them to, all right, for Chase Bank apparently doesn't link up with PayPal. So I was like, well, send me a check. And then it kept telling me like, well, your address isn't, you got to try, but like, there was no like link I could just click on to update my address. So I kept going through like the loops to trying to figure out where they had my address and what the issue was with it. And then I started just being like, okay, I got to spend all this money before they steal it from me, which not a winning strategy. And I gave up on that. And I was like, I'll deal with this another time. All right. But a bigger theme that I think about is that the reason why they're doing this, I don't think it's just PayPal, but they're coming after people who have alternative opinions. It wasn't just censorship on social media. Now it's how can we go after these people's income? And what makes that such a successful strategy is that, for one, people gravitate towards things that make them money. And people avoid things that make them lose. No one wants to be a fucking loser in life. It sucks being a loser. No one wants to do it. And I remember reading this article like a while back about how the CIA secretly was purchasing, what's his name? Jackson Pollock's artwork to try and make it look like American artwork was ahead of Russian artwork, like back during, when we're competing with the Soviet Union. Yeah, no, they were doing that for real. They wanted to make it seem like we were superior to the Russians, and so they were actually buying up American artwork. But then think about how much that would distort the art market, that if like you're trying to get into art and you're like, oh, this is what people are buying, this is where the money's at, and then people start going into abstract painting. Like, so I'm just saying, like, the same way libertarians, we talk about like market signals when it comes to interest rates. There's a lot of market signals in terms of like, the cost of items and who's making a lot of money. And we all do make decisions relative to, oh, that's where I can go and get money. So if they figure out how to like take all the money out of alternative content, alternative viewpoints, and to censor you into oblivion, it does become very unattractive or very costly to actually be honest and represent, your point of views. You with me so far?
Man. Dude, no, totally. Well, this is basically, you look at what PayPal is doing here. This is what they want to do with country-backed digital currencies.
Yes.
Literally, this is the danger, right? And you got it with country-backed digital currencies and the ESG bullshit they want to do with corporations. Like, they're forcing people to, like, you will be painted into a box where they control everything, because with the digital currencies, and this got pushed back in the UK, this is factual, right? They wanted to have a digital currency wherein they could control and cut off how much you could spend on fossil fuels, how much you could spend on certain like different things in your life that you needed. And this is the idea of control. Like, this one's saying it's misinformation, but by extension, that is what they'll do with digital currency. If the government control it, why wouldn't they? Like, that's the thing. Like, why wouldn't they if everything's in their hands?
I have what seems to be happening with this whole New World Order thing. It's like creating a false scarcity. I was talking about this on Part of the Problem the other day, but it's like, it seems like technology is heading in a way where there will be abundance and we can almost transcend poverty. And so they're trying to create new ways to limit consumption, which isn't necessary. We're not consuming the globe. Global warming is not going to end us tomorrow.
Well, and the technological advances like GMO, people bitch about GMOs, but the crop yields we have can feed the world 5 times over. Like, people talk about poverty and and starvation. We have more than enough food to feed everybody now. Right now, we can feed everybody on the globe simply, easily. So
we just don't like people in Africa.
No, because they want to get ahead using the fossil fuels that we already have advanced on, and that can't be permitted because climate change.
All right, so with this lens of that, government gets to pour money into industries that it supports, and then everyone gets a distorted signal about what the market likes. Here's another example of this is I heard that when it came to that Snyder cut. I never heard of Jake Snyder, whatever that. I don't even know what that guy's first name is.
Oh, Zack Snyder?
Zack Snyder, thank you.
Yeah,
Zack Snyder. I never heard of the guy. I didn't go see the Justice League movies. I don't care about him. And I remember when everyone was demanding to see the fucking... I was like, there are this many people that care about that guy?
Can I interrupt you
for a
second? I watched... That's not a long flight. I think most DC characters suck. I think Superman's the suckiest fucking superhero that's ever existed.
I'll give it to you on Superman. I loved Batman for a long period of time, but now
Batman's fine.
But now I'm over it.
He's fine. Best Batman, Michael Keaton, who, by the way, gave a speech at a college and ended it by saying, "I am Batman," because he is fucking Batman, #1. But yeah, the Justice League. I saw Justice League. It was shit. He said, the Zack Snyder Justice Edition. I watched it on an airplane. 4 hours of shit. The worst shit I've ever seen. It was like, okay. It was as if you had whiskey dick and you're like, God, I just want you to fucking come. And he's like, guess what? Good news. I just did more Molly. 1 more hour of dickin', no cum. That was the Zack Snyder cut.
Doesn't sound like a bad night anymore.
We're back to being gay.
That doesn't sound like the worst evening. So you got a lady who's willing to let you plug soft wiener up her vagina and then take Molly so that you can continue filling her with soft wiener and not coming. That doesn't sound like the worst evening.
That's not fun.
I don't know. On Molly, that lady's really willing to work with you. That's love right there. You're describing love.
Well, fanboys love Zack Snyder, so maybe that's inappropriate.
No, so apparently a lot of that was just fucking bots. And then if you think about the way that the media works, where it repeats storylines enough that you think they're accurate, or you think, like, we've all had this. Oh, there's outrage, the offense, and then you walk around, you're like, no one's offended by this. Nobody's outraged. Nobody
wants a female Ghostbusters.
Nobody wants a female Ghostbusters. But that's the way. These are the ways that they toy with us, is that they pretend that things that aren't popular are more popular than they are. Right? Like the way they were pretending Hillary Clinton was more ahead in the polls than she was. Like, this is the way that they do it. Or when no one was getting vaccinated, they were saying, you're crazy if you haven't been vaccinated. Everyone's vaccinated. And then later on, we found out what the compliance numbers were, and that was after they were threatening people's jobs. And you're like, oh, we're not crazy for not getting this. It seems like most people aren't interested.
Dude,
right?
You know what the latest booster numbers are for COVID?
No, you already said it. Go for it. Go for it.
1.5%. 1.5% of the eligible population
are staying up to date on boosters. Yeah. I would have guessed 10%. That's pretty wild. Can I tell you what might be skewed about that stat, though? Is that I bet the general population might not even know what's considered fully up to date with boosters at this point. Like, I bet a lot of them have gotten boosters, and some of them don't even realize that now it's every 6 months you're supposed to do it.
I don't know. Well, I'm just hoping that people just forget and they're like, "Oh, I didn't die," so I guess this was fucking horseshit. I guess I'm okay. All right. So what I was trying to say is that they've got a lot of ways to distort market signals to pretend like things are more popular than they are, and one of them is clearly you dump a bunch of money into shit, and everyone goes, "Oh, this is a way to make money." So with that, I'm going to play a video which I came across from Planned Parenthood. I guess they have a video series to educate kids about your gender and sexual preferences. So this is Planned Parenthood with the video. You're a kid, you're trying to figure out gender and whatnot. They got this for you. All right, you ready for this? This should be rational and illuminating.
Hey everyone! Oh my god, my voice is...
Are you able to hear this?
I am. I would do her. I'll say that.
Oh yeah. Well, that's a dude. Before you didn't hear her talk enough, but
good job. Good.
I mean that's
give me the name. Give me the name of his surgeon so I can give it to other men because I would fuck anybody he works on.
Yeah, I mean that's I could work with it maybe. You know, it depends on it depends on the lighting. You know, like even in Tinder pictures, sometimes people look way different. You know what I mean? So like this might just be favorable lighting.
Don't bring up Tinder to me. It makes me angry. I met my wife on an online dating site, who's gorgeous, by the way.
Yes.
And then Tinder came out, and I was like, really? You couldn't? 2 weeks earlier, I wasn't in a relationship. I could have had sex with 7,000 women.
I'll be honest. Firstly,
and men.
I only met your wife once. She seems like a winner. I've gotten laid, I don't think ever off of Tinder.
Really?
Yeah, you might do better because you could just like be like, "Hey, bitches, I'm tall." You could actually just make that your profile.
That is my opening line.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad profile. If you're out there and you're tall, I should do that as a short guy, just like to make a joke out of it, but might not work. All right, let's give this a watch.
It's gone.
Hey everyone.
Okay, we're back. Hey everyone, I'm Ava, and welcome to Rue High School. Today I'm here with some friends and special guests to talk about all questions identity.
Do you think you can do that dance?
I also have a very special guest to help us out with any question that comes up. Sex ed chat.
You asked me to pause it, right?
Oh no, I didn't. I didn't.
Oh, okay, my bad.
It was just so. Oh, I said just the pauses they had in it for her. They're like, you guys want to know about questions about gender identity, and then they pause, do a horn sound, and she just dances. What? That's, by the way, that's not what the kids on TikTok like. just FYI, Planned Parenthood.
All right, here we go.
Chatbot Rue. Rue is an anonymous, non-judgmental chatbot that's available on your phone 24/7 to ask any questions that you might not want to ask.
Okay, now pause.
Did she just say non-anonymous?
Maybe. I'm thinking. Okay, so number one, Robbie.
I mean, we have to do an episode with Rue. There's no question about that.
That's what I was just gonna say. We got to do a live watch, hate watch. Except it's just the whole episode is just us fucking with Rue.
Yeah, email me,
robsnewsroom@gmail.com.
whatever questions you have for Rue. If you're going through issues with your sexuality that you would like the guidance from Planned Parenthood and Rue specifically,
or us.
Email,
us.
We can do a sexual wellness episode, sure. And whatever you and I aren't prepared to handle, it'll be like phoning in a friend. We can hand it over to Rue and see what Rue has to say about the situation. Maybe that's what we'll do. I'll set up a call line. We'll take live calls, and whenever we get stumped, we'll just hand it over to Rue.
I think this is the best idea we've ever had.
All right. Better
next
than the
week,
cum
guys,
race?
Tell your friends. Let's make it a big thing next week.
Better than the cum race?
Well, nothing's going to be better than the cum race.
I think
we're going to have it.
We're going to have to do it 2 weeks out because I'm Skankfest next weekend, but 2 Sundays from now I'm down.
All right, 2 Sundays from now. I know I'm going to be doing 2 Sundays from now. Why don't we do it right before Christmas? It'll be like a
we'll make it a Christmas spectacular.
Well, like a white Christmas because cum's white. My cum's white. What color's your cum? Yellowy, I bet. That's why you're going to lose.
God. All right. Kimberly Owen, here's some alarming data for you. There's currently 48% of the population who are either government employees or on welfare. GOB's largest revenue source is the federal income tax, showing the influence of government and the purely socialist society that we actually live in. All right, let's watch some more of this.
And now it's time to announce our totally cool and amazing MCs for the night, Aaron.
Okay, so they announced a person. It came out. It's Aaron Phillip, who is a dude dressed as a chick, but and also in high school
and crippled.
He is a model. Yes, and crippled. He's in a wheelchair, but he's a model.
And
I don't mean to, I'm not laughing at disabled people. It's just so fucking absurd. I don't know what else to do except laugh. It's so. She looks like she looks like. You ever watch the Housewives of Atlanta? He looks like one of these chicks on the Housewives of Atlanta.
Well, the attitude. I mean, that's it's like if you wrote a sketch of the fashion icon who's acting like an asshole to everyone around them. And for some reason within the fashion world, not only is this tolerated, but it's celebrated. Right. The guy who's like, where's my mocha and give me my puppy. I was supposed to be holding a puppy by now. Like,
why has nobody waxed the wheels on my chair? But what's funny too is he whipped around like, I don't know if he mentioned this. Like, he whipped around and his arm whipped out when his chair stopped. Right. And I was like, does he not have control of his arm? And I was like,
I might be disabled, but I still have so much attitude. Like, I mean, just, we haven't even heard her talk yet, but that's clearly her mojo right off the bat. Is
100%.
Sugar!
This high school senior look. I know black don't crack, but this high school senior looks. She looks like a 40-year-old. Which is bizarre.
It's like if Cisco transgendered.
Would you have sex
with
Cisco if Cisco transitioned just to say you did it?
I don't think so. He's not enough of a cultural icon to me that I would think it was funny.
What about Pharrell?
I don't even know who that is.
What? Because I'm happy if you did it. You know what? That chick was right. This show is gay. Well, there you go.
All right, here we go.
And James.
I know James needed 3 takes to burst out of the
Aaron
fucking
and James are followed by all of our wonderful classmates. So I'm going to go collect their questions and take this bowl and give it to Rue.
This chick's on. She's on.
Here comes Beyond with a question about identity.
Beyond?
Okay, I see you, Evie, with questions about pronouns.
What is up, Rue High School? What is up, everybody?
This guy's auditioning to be RuPaul's Replacement Puzzle.
To my beautiful co-host, Miss Aaron Baby on the beat.
Why? Wait. Hold on, go back a second. So they got this guy that's handicapped, and he starts talking. He's like, "Yeah, it's gonna be," and then they slow it down and make him sound like he's retarded because of style. Like they're like. Then he's like, on the beach. Why would you do that to this poor handicapped man? He's already handicapped.
I don't think they slowed him down. I think that's...
Maybe I'm just slow.
My pronouns are she, her. Thank you very much.
And mine are he, him. Thank you very much.
Yay!
And what are we talking about today?
Today we're talking about gender identity and sexual orientation.
This is so awkward.
Okay, so...
Stephen Hawking was still alive, he'd be like, I'm now racist and anti-trans.
Right.
I computed the data.
I have 2 thoughts. My first thought is maybe you and I are just old, that we're like the old men who look at this and we're like, I don't understand how this could appeal to youthful people. Like that there's the youthful people culture, it's like the same way some people heard rock and roll for the first time and were like, that's devil's music, or I don't understand how you can like all that noise.
This crippled black shim is Elvis.
Yeah, this could be the new thing. No, more what I'm getting at, and it's not even the fact that the lady is crippled or trans, but this is a form of speech that you and I would find to be rather annoying. And I guess...
I thought it was something different. I'm just going to say it real quick.
Okay.
You know that Frank Sinatra song? Because that lady is a tramp. It's just that, but with a trans.
Hey, not bad.
Because the lady is a trans.
Write that one up. I actually don't know that. I don't know that Sinatra song well enough.
No,
the only Sinatra song I know is New York, New York, and I Did It My Way.
And that
That's
lady's
it.
got a dick. The classic Sinatra.
I once heard Anthony Cumia was ragging on Frank Sinatra, and he was saying that it's just like, I don't like being yelled at. and I just thought that was the most perfect synopsis of Frank Sinatra.
New York, New York.
Yeah, it's just really just some dude yelling at you. No, New York, New York is, dude, at the end of a Yankee game when they win and you just walk out with everyone else singing that shit. Have you ever experienced that? It's a
I would
thrill.
never do that. That's what dirt people do. You know what I do? Oh,
Okay.
I got something to share with you. Actually, hold on.
Sure.
This is fucking funny. So I'm a Phillies fan. As you know, I filled a fucking Eagles shirt right here. The Phillies obviously advanced and had one of the greatest things ever, man. I love it so much. Hold on, let me show you, let me show you the fucking song they sang. Phillies. I don't want to give it away.
Well, I loved when that fat linebacker gave that speech and he started singing
dude, Kelsey? He was our center, man. Oh,
and everyone, we're from Philly. Everyone hate whatever the fuck that. Yeah, that thing was awesome.
We're Philly, fucking Philly. No one likes us. We don't care. We're from Philly, fucking Philly. All right,
dude, the footage of that, of people eating shit in the street and them greasing up the telephone poles. No, literally, someone ate shit in the street.
Right, they ate horse
they
shit.
cheered him on, and a guy lifted it.
You've not given me permission to share my screen like a
No, I'll give you permission.
I sent you the link. Play this video because this cracked that you will. I guarantee you will.
Can you put it? Can you post it in the comments?
I put it in the private chat. I'll put it in the comments too, but I put it in the private chat because you can't cut and paste from comments.
Oh, while we're doing that, here I loaded up new banners as a part of the show, so I'll play this one.
Oh, I just noticed that, you son of a bitch. Dude, everything I do smells like farts. My wife will back that up. I eat so many pineapples, but again, the pineapples also smell like farts. That's why my cum smells like farts. All right, send it to the private chat. Play this.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, well, pineapple makes your cum. Yeah, we're not even going to get to Gutsy, by the way, which probably people.
No, we will. We don't have to watch the whole thing. We'll watch a little bit of it. All right, wait, let me.
This video. I sent you on private chat.
All right, I got it up. Hold on 1 second.
All right, those of you in the know in the comments. Oh, Philly sports are trash. Really? Amba Bamba. Really, Amba Bamba.
Okay, here we go.
Amba Bamba sounds like a handicapped child telling somebody what he'd do after he dunks on a 3-foot basketball hoop, dude. Amba Bamba.
Here we go. You ready?
Yeah, play it. You gotta turn up the volume.
Really, for the ages. He had the best record of any first-time Phillies manager to come on the scene and did that with this team. And I would also think that the team itself must have looked in the mirror and been embarrassed at how they were underplaying for Joe Girardi. And they sucked it up, and they did it for Rob Thompson. But there was something else as well. They started to
It's
play
a
little
Robin
bit.
song. This chick that's awesome, by the way. Fantastic video. But this chick was like big in the 90s named Robin. And it's a song about being the girlfriend in the corner watching you kiss another chick. And the Phillies are singing it because nobody believes them. They're the dumped girlfriend. And they're like, nobody wants to kiss us. That's their fucking rally song. This team's winning the World Series. You heard it here first. Guaranteed.
When was the last? Haven't they been good over the last like 5-6 years?
No.
I thought they had like a sick pitching staff. I really don't follow baseball.
No, we've had a decent pitching staff. They kept shitting the bed and missing the playoffs. This is the first time in 11 years, first time they've made the playoffs. Look at these fucking assholes in the comments. G Nice, you're a cunt. Amabamba, cunt. Peacenik, cunt.
All right, let's
Dave,
see if.
waiting to see what you type. Cunt.
All right, you ready to check out Gutsy?
Yeah, dude, let's do it.
All right, here we go. Hold on. I gotta do a new screen.
I'm curious where Amabamba's from. If he's from Africa, he's not a baseball fan because you can't hit armadillos that far. I already called you a cunt, Amabamba. You can't fucking say I'm a cunt back. It's not creative.
It's not the way it works.
St. Michael wants me to follow you back on Twitter. I don't know. Make it worth my while.
I feel like
send me a picture of your wife naked.
A wedding.
Oh God, is this about old people being gutsy? Old people are the least gutsy people. Living that long is not gutsy. It's just lazy.
I feel like they found a guy. Oh wait, we got to go off YouTube now. I feel like they found a guy who has raped more kids than Bill. So they're trying to showcase how long you can live as long as you continuously make sure that you can enter kids. All right, let's get off YouTube.